Hello, I am at week 9. I just finished the 9th week. This is the first day of the 10th week after my vitrectomy surgery. And it remains that I still have a gas bubble in my eye. It is very small at this point. It looks so tiny, like the size of a marble when I see it in my eye. But it still exists. And just to give a little background on the progress I've made since my last video, which was 5 weeks ago. During the last video, I had a lot of distortion. It was like looking through a fishbowl. Things have changed. The distortion is less, but it is definitely there and significant. So I still will see with one eye, with my left eye closed, I can see a double vision or a double image of items. So if I see the faucet handle in the bathroom, there could be one a little higher and one a little lower. And I believe I don't know, I believe that's a factor of still having a little bit of gas in the eye. The other thing is my vision out of my right eye has a haze in addition to being blurry. Again, I don't know if that is a factor of there still being gas in the eye or if that is cataract development or something else. The other thing about my vision in my right eye, the eye that I'm wearing the patch on, is I can see with it for seeing The other thing about my right eye is I can see objects with it, but they are blurry and not clear, and blurrier and more distorted than they were before the operation. And I know that there is now also a sclera buccal on the eye, changing the shape of the eye. But if it has changed the shape, it has changed it so that my vision in my right eye is even blurrier than it was before. It may not be the sclera buccal, it may be part of the process that my eye is going through, and maybe it will become clearer, and maybe the sclera buccal is actually helping. I don't know. Helping to reduce blurriness. I don't know. So what I will do in the next few weeks is I have 4 more weeks till I see my doctor again. And at that point we will reassess if I should get glasses and get a new prescription for both eyes, or if this eye has developed a cataract, which is a known complication of the surgery and the ordeals that you go through with a vitrectomy. The gas and the process is hard on the eye, and it's very likely I might need cataract surgery. And then after cataract surgery, I would get a new prescription. So that is the journey that I have to follow next. And I guess I will need to research the cataract options myself so that I know what type of lens I want to get, because I'm not that old. I'm 55. So to be having this cataract surgery early in my life, I want to have a lens that works well, lets me live actively, and that lasts a long time. So those are my thoughts there, knowing that cataract surgery is a real possibility for my near future. It still is very difficult to read without the patch. It is very difficult to do any detail work without the patch. When I try to read something without the patch, it's just blurry, confusing, and difficult. But I do try to spend some time without the patch, just looking at things in the room, walking around, things where I feel if I have a little distortion, it's not the end of the world. But I will not drive without the patch, and I just can't. Reading is so difficult without the patch. So I'm a little disappointed in that. I hope by 9 weeks this bubble would be completely gone. It's small, it looks like a marble, but it's still there. So I have to wait a while yet. I have another month, and I hope that I hope that with all that is going on with coronavirus right now, we are in our 3rd week of staying at home. I hope that I can safely get this eye completed so that it's functional again and can get rid of all this frustration. I hope this video has helped you. I'm feeling confident that the retinal attachment worked and that the surgery worked. I'm feeling like everything that I would have read is the path that I am on for recovery. What really helped is I have a friend who told me that, even at 9 weeks, she had a lot of blurriness, and she found that it really took 3 whole months till things were significantly better. And she said things kept getting better, which is nice. It's a nice thought, but I don't know why. I don't know why things would keep getting better. I think once the eye is filled with liquid, that's how it sees. But obviously I have more to learn and experience. I hope my story helps you. I'm feeling a lot less frustrated in the 9th week than I was earlier, partly because I'm getting used to living like this, and because I've had stories and I'm kind of on the same path. Gosh, I wish I was one of those people that the bubble was gone in 2 or 3 weeks, but I'm not. I believe that the reason I'm not is there's different types of gases, and depending on the level of support the surgeon wants, the surgeon may choose a gas that stays longer in your eye, longer in the body. So you lucky devils that got done with this in 2 weeks, that's what you are, lucky. You are so lucky. Okay, I will try to make another update after I have my visit with my doctor, hopefully in a month, so that we know the path that I'm going on for getting glasses or having cataract surgery or something else. Okay, I will put a link to the prior video in here so it's easy for you to get to that in case you want to see the first 4-week summary, which is really the meaty summary. Has a lot of the detail and a lot of the shock for me. Okay, take care. And if you are going through vitrectomy surgery recovery, I hope this video helps you and gives you a perspective. Hello. I wanted to make another update on my progress after my vitrectomy surgery to repair a retinal detachment. Today is 10 weeks after my surgery. 10 weeks are complete. Yesterday, the gas bubble that was put in my eye for the vitrectomy was finally completely gone. I could not see it. It went from a marble down to a pea, down to a little tiny ball bearing, but it would not go. And it was probably almost 2 weeks where it got smaller and smaller and smaller, but there it was bouncing around, casting its glares. So I was happy that it was gone. So that's good. And today is Saturday, and I plan to call my doctor's office on Monday with some questions. Now my concern is, before I had this bubble in my eye, this gas bubble, which I knew was doing distortion with the light. And I knew that that definitely would impact my clarity and my use of my right eye. But now that bubble's gone. I don't have that bubble anymore, and I really have poor vision. So, for example, if I close this eye, close my good eye, I can see I have a mouth and I can see it moving. I barely see that I have eyes. I don't see my nose, and it's bad. If I do this, okay, it's not perfectly clear. I do wear glasses for both eyes, I did, but it's pretty darn good. I see my mouth, I see my teeth, I see that I'm making a big fake smile, I see that I have to squint to close this other eye. I see the fan in the room, it's dark, but I see it there on the ceiling. It is remarkably clear in my left eye, which did not have the vitrectomy surgery. So even though my eye is now filled with liquid, I believe, filled with vitreous fluid, it remains that I do not see well with it. So I have heard that vision improves over the course of a year, but I haven't heard the whys. And every time I try to get an answer as to where I will be, I get taken down a path of, well, it depends on what you had and what your problem was. And it's like, okay, well, we know what my problem was, and how do I get to this information of what I can realistically expect? That has been really tough. That often seems to be tough. So we wait. So for right now, the one thing that's worth adding to this video is, what is it like to read with this right eye? In addition to things not being clear and being incredibly blurry, not just blurry, but incredibly blurry compared to my other eye, which was not the case before, I'm going to stress that, is that reading, like if I hold something very close at the right distance, the perfect distance, I can see the letters, but they wave and they're not clear. It's like I'm looking through a heavy piece of glass that's distorted. I will give you an example here in the video, but it's again, it's strange to me. So is that a cataract feature? Is that the vitrectomy surgery feature? I don't know yet. Okay, I think I've talked enough. For right now, I'm still going to keep using this patch because for my daily life, it's just easier without seeing things in that right eye. Okay, I'm going to get through this and I'll try to keep you posted if I have useful information. On we go.